What's up guys, my name's Nelson, welcome to the channel. I'm inside my favorite car, 2002 Honda Civic EX, baby. Anyway, today we're here to talk about auctions. Vehicle has the SRS light on, and that's because of this. Okay. Woo! Love that red. Experience with car auctions. I gotta tell you, first of all, I don't like them. Especially now, the way everything's kind of gone. Everything's more online now. So online auctions, I think, is the way to go. I think it fixes a lot of problems. It also creates new problems and new solutions. So I'm very excited about it. This car, the Honda Civic that I'm driving right now, is online auction car. Start off with some experiences that I have. Woo! Been going to car auctions since I was like little. Since I could drive, basically. The first day I passed my driving test and got my license, my dad says, we're going to the car auction, you're going on the freeway, let's go. A 2-hour drive. The first day I got my license. And it's because my dad needed me. Don't really leave the dealership a whole lot, but as you guys can tell, I'm in PJs. I'm not working right now, quarantining at home, which totally sucks, but it's okay because I can still kind of make videos and edit them out and have fun. The thing that I hate about the car auction is just how dirty it is. Look at thousands of cars, you really are, and a lot of them are not to your expectation. Oil leaks, I hate oil leaks. Cars that have oil leaks, I usually don't buy them. I try to stay as far away from them as I possibly can. Oh man, it's starting to fog up, hold on. Just check everything on these cars. So when I go to the car auction, I'm down and dirty, I'm getting down, I'm checking the tires, but I'm checking the tires inside, I'm checking the tires on the outside, I'm making sure that the wear is even. Water, the antifreeze, you gotta check it, especially on Civics. Civic is a really tricky car to buy. Honda in general is a tricky car to buy because they can still run really good, but have giant major motor problems like head gaskets or the heads cracking, and they'll still drive good. Dirty. And every time you go to the car auction, you know, you gotta wash your hands and this and that, and you have no idea how many people at these car auctions do not wash their hands. There is 1,000,001 ways to get ripped off on a car, but you know, that's not my business. That's not what I do. Expensive for this car. And the truth about it is, you just don't know what I paid for the car, because I have to buy a car at the auction. I put at least $500 into the car, maybe more sometimes. And especially right now with tires, I'm putting a lot more money into these cars, so I gotta try and get more money out of them on top of the price that I paid for them. So it's a tricky situation. I mean, tires have doubled in price, catalytic converters have tripled in price, and that's the worst thing. Is the people there. Everyone there is your competition. They're all your competition. Now there's different types of competition. People that work for a company and buy cars for that company, you usually tell who they are because they come in all hot, looking good. They don't get dirty. They come in the last 5 minutes before the auction starts and they just buy on the car. You know, if it fits kind of the value of the car according to like Kelly Blue Book, they'll buy it. But if it goes over that price range, they won't buy it because then they get in trouble. They don't really care if the car is good or bad. You know, they just try and buy it within that specification. And then there's the people like me who own a business. For example, a 99 Honda Civic rolls through. The book for that car is like what, 15, 25, maybe the most? So once it hits the 25, the person that's working for someone else will stop bidding on it, no matter if it's worth more, because he can only bid so much on it before he gets in trouble. His company will be like, what are you doing buying a 99 Civic for 25? Are you crazy? Compared to me, I mean, I'll go to the auction, I'll pay $3,000, $4,000. That car's coming to Charlotte. Different people, and the people that own their own business, they can bid as much money as they want. And that's when things get a little crazy at the auction. The person, you really are right next to him, and you're looking at him, and he's like your enemy. I've been looking at a car, you know, I took it for a drive, I like the car, it looks good, performs well, but it has a dent. It has a scratch somewhere. I want to take a closer look at it. So I'll park the car. I'm looking at it. Someone else will hop into the car and just literally take off while I'm looking at the car. And it's happened to me 1,000,000 times, and they see me. Oh, I know they see me. I've even told them something. I was like, hey man, I was looking at this car and you just come in here and boom. It's like if I wasn't even there, you could have ran me over. I'm serious. It's that close where people are just about to run you over. And you're looking at the car and they're just rude as hell. People don't wash their hands. Your competition and they're rude. You know, we're all in this game. Anyone who does cars, I have a lot of respect for them because it's not an easy job. The employees. They're in management, just work there. They can be the best. Sometimes they can be the worst. Management at a car auction is a disaster. The customer service sucks. The longer they've been there, the more stuck up they are. Jesus. Went in the day of the auction. We purchased a couple cars, and then there was a car that didn't sell. So I was like, oh, let's go take a look at this car. They wanted like a couple $1,000s for it. So I take a look at the car, drove it, parked the car, walked away. I come in next week, I buy a car. You know, the car was running, driving, I test drove it, it was perfect. I bid on it, I buy it, it's my car. Someone had cut the wires on the fuel injector to arbitration, and they told me to go see the manager. And man, he is just a jerk. So I tell him what's going on, and he looks at me. That's what he told me. He done something to it, and you know, I was one of the last people to see it, and they got me on camera, and I was like, all right, that's cool, that's fine. And it's the same thing. So now they had an issue with me. They told me about it. He's accusing me of doing something. He's like, did you do it? Did you do it? I was like, no, man. I looked him right in the eyes and said, no, I didn't do it. Hey, someone, you know, sliced up my wires. Someone cut the wires on my car. And the same thing, he doesn't really want to do much to it. He's just like, you probably did it. And I'm serious, like that. Rude, no respect. Was telling me how much they spend, how much their mechanics work hard. He's telling me about their integrity. So he says, oh yeah, we'll fix the car. I said, okay, perfect, thanks, man. A month later, he fixed it. He says, come pick up the car. I said, okay, cool. Butt connected the injector. They just butt connected it. It was, I don't even know, you buy them for like 10 cents, a butt connector. But here's the question. Can you butt connect a fuel injector? Oh, no. Unless, if you want your car to catch on fire. It's a dang fuel injector. Gas is running through that part. And he just finished telling me about how his company this and his mechanics that, costing them thousands of dollars, and he fixes my car with 10 cents, dude. I picked up my car, I saw that, put gas in it, I went home and I fixed it myself. You gotta solder that stuff, man. You can't just give someone a car like that. The car's gonna catch on fire. That's the minute I lost all respect for the manager, man. I was like, for reals? And every time I see him, he mean mugs me too. Gives me a mean mug, but I know he's full of it. I know he is, because he fixed my car with 10 cents. Online auctions are getting better. Example, I bought this car here. It had a starting issue. Every time I started the car, it go tick, tick. 5 days described warranty. And they didn't put in their description that the car had a noise every time it started. So it could be something to do with the motor, or it could be the starter. That's my first guess. I was like, it's the starter. But I'm gonna message these guys and tell them what's up. I'll be like, hey man, it's making this crazy noise. I don't know what's going on. They're a lot nicer when you don't have to deal with them face to face. And I don't want to deal with them face to face. They don't want to deal with me face to face. I sent them an email and they sent me an email back. First off, they sent me the first email. It was hilarious because it was during Christmas. They're just like, hey man, it's the holidays. We'll deal with it when we come back. And I was like, cool. That's fair. We're gonna give you $450 to fix it. Like, hell yeah, woo! I bought the starter. It was $100. I put it on myself and boom, I gotta tell you, one of the easiest starters to do on this car. Turn on the car and woo! I mean, no more noise. It's amazing. It's awesome. I love it. Online auctions, I'm digging them right now. Also, I don't have to go get the car. If I buy a car online, they will literally transport it to me, not for free. I forget where I bought this car, but it cost me around $350 to have it transported to my dealership. So LA to Turtle Rock, there and back is 12 hours, a 12-hour drive. So for 350 bucks, that's really good. Making deals and stuff is always changing. There's always different ways to negotiate. And one of my neighbors, I'm not gonna say who it is, he just quit car dealing because of all the online. He can't keep up with the online stuff. He doesn't know anything about it. He's 65 years old and he's still selling cars, so he just retired. Thank you guys so much.